Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here in another video of Starman3's to commentate over. We're up to MM54321's birthday adventure, Trollboo's Illusion Trap. Starman3 got out of the phase of, he doesn't want to use Trollboo anymore. So he wanted to use Trollboo again in something that would be, sort of useful. And again, he was thinking about Trollboo at the time and how half of the reason that probably was due to my video, which had released around that time, Super Mario 64 Adventures Episode 4, which back then I made as a sort of homage to YTR mainly, and I wanted to include Trollboo and define his personality in my series more so as someone who's just misunderstood, not someone who's out to go and troll everybody like what Starman3 wants you to think. And that's gonna happen in this video too. But Trollboo was on the mind, and after what I'd done with him in my video, which was October, he had the idea of him on his mind, and Mario, when he finally thought up of a video, he ended up thinking of Trollboo and Mario's birthday, and woo, you get this, another one of his birthday videos, which I think is more elaborate than the other ones, but I think it's more so half subscriber special, half birthday, half random story, like the 2D Trouble one was, just without the voice reel. Also, this was a video on his channel of an intro he supposedly had someone made for him, I don't remember. But he never used it, except for that one video, and now he's just using it now. Just cause. It's not like it's gonna mean anything, cause he'll forget about it again. Yeah. That ain't any new intro, that's like a seriously old intro that he's been leaving in his computer for like 2 years. Back then. By the way, the ratings were disabled in this video. That clearly says something about his attitude towards this particular video and how much effort he put into it. I only just noticed that now. That makes me look ridiculous. Again, with the title card, he doesn't use the HD eyes and textures for the face anymore. He feels it's not fitting for the polygonic models. I feel similar, but he's just taking out a lot of assets from his old stash that he's been abandoning for years, and that's what he's using to put in here. Nothing new. This stuff's been around for years. Mask fades, by the way. Matt had come back by the time this had happened. Matt, I think, had left like previously, and that's why I made him come back in my video for Halloween. But yeah. It's because of that he's making a character scene with these guys here. He starts the video off with a character scene! That should say a lot about the effort of this particular video. Also, back then, Cheese had a totally different color code. It was a mid-blue. The blue of Matt's overalls here, and maybe slightly my character's overalls, on the shoes, not whatever this weird cyan color is. I think nowadays he's changed it to be something more different, but back then the shoes were different, and Starman3 just made up this random. I think he had a base color code, and then he just meshed. He either used an old color code or he meshed some sort of new one up in place, and it didn't match the look he was going for, and just said screw it and recorded this way. Again, he's been historically screwing up with color codes since like forever, and Smuss had changed to like his 3.5 or 4th color code by this video, so he's using the incorrect one for Smuss too. That wouldn't happen. You say that as if it's going to happen. It already has happened. What the heck? I said you because that's clearly not me. Yes, before anyone's comments, yes, I know it's me, but I'm talking in the sense that it's Starman3's script. He can't script other characters for the life of him, so that's not me, despite it being my color code. I don't think any of us actually remembered on the day until like Starman3 decided to talk about the video all the time, so oh yeah, we then remembered it then, but I think it was Starman3 reminding us the whole time. I think I did remember, but I don't think anyone else would have that much. Because I was wondering what he was doing in relation to it, because he'd done something already previously. I think, I don't remember what this is talking about. Okay, what I was talking about when I said I had a gift was this very small birthday video gift of my own that was like 2 seconds long. That's what I meant in the video. I'll correct myself in text earlier on, but this is the video version. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter anyway because he forgot about it later in the video when he was supposedly breathing down Sinbad's neck, and that never happened. Apparently, because we're not there. Even though he'd like to think we are, but he didn't actually think of us then. So, frames. Why would you? This is in-universe stuff. But all we have to. Also, he really likes using this new GIF that he's got where it looks like a thing's loading or something. I think it's from a game. If any of you were actually listening, you would have been listening to Enzo on the other side of the room. You wouldn't know it's the other side, but it's the exact same scene, and the castle is very symmetrical. Kind of. The front wall is. If you're like the front wall when you walk in is very symmetrical. The rest of it's kind of whew. Actually, forget what I said. It is actually symmetrical. Whoopsie. Again, he films these with the idea they're gonna say something congratulatory, and he's gonna use these scenes again in like 2 or 3 minutes. And what's supposed to be reactionary doesn't make sense because, hey, they're staring straight forward like hypnotized dolls. This is to avoid the coming into the castle scene. But we're gonna see these scenes again in like 2 or 3 minutes anyway, so whatever. Yeah, you see, Genius, that's why I was using it in my videos for Super Luigi, because he kept saying it in the chat. He never spoke in the calls at all when we were in the calls. He was too shy. He wouldn't speak at all. Even though we didn't mind at all, he was just too scared and didn't want to do it. So whatever jokes are put in this place were from like the chat or something. So does that render my gift pointless? I'm kidding. There's a plot to this, by the way. Okay, this is actually a meanwhile. Before I lashed out and jumped to conclusions, I at least it's actually a meanwhile. I like to think this half links to episode 4, but whatever. It doesn't mean anything. Sony Vegas noise effects. So essentially, I don't know what is going on. Like, if the blooper, if we specifically get warped to a different place and we don't know it, or Mario just gets warped to a fake blooper land and doesn't realize that he's in a separate place, and we don't realize, and we just wonder why he's taking so long. There's some kind of logic to this kind of reasoning. Although, considering the types of characters myself, I would be very suspicious as to why he's taking so long, and or why he's taking so long if we're in the other world. There wouldn't be any visual difference, so it's not like you'd be able to tell visually. It's more so the events that are supposed to happen, why aren't they happening, essentially. Okay, it was a script line. We actually get warped and we don't know it, and we're just waiting why Mario is taking so long. I would be suspicious at this point, but I'm not myself, so Gotta do these things every time. It's always warm. At least this kind of has a logical reasoning. Mario expects to see them all inside. Also, if we were being warped to another world, wouldn't we feel it? Wouldn't Starman3 or somebody feel it if all of us are there? Like, this is like being warped across dimensions. Like, what the hell? Like, surely you'd feel something. Even if, like, assuming we didn't feel anything at all, that might make more sense. But he doesn't think about that stuff. He just thinks we have no idea that we're out there, even though, yeah. There's a lot of, things you can think of that would counter that. A lot of people forget about some other people's birthdays. I don't remember a lot of the birthdays of people in my family. They would hear you if, you were calling and you were going in rooms. Well, that's fine. You can stay in the cupboard then. And you don't have to worry about going on adventures because then your script doesn't get messed up. To be perfectly fair, I don't even think Mario himself came on YouTube Rangers on his birthday. So I don't really know if he would act this way, because he barely ever came on at all during when I was in the group, and they said yes, it was because he was in college and that takes up a lot of time, but like not even on his birthday did he ever come on YTR. I think he only came on like 3 or 4 times during the entire year. And I don't think that one of those was his birthday. I think Starman3 just made the video knowing it was gonna happen, and just did it, but the actual Mario himself, I don't really know if he'd act like this. But hey, it's Starman3. This makes villains look all the more stupid when they tell them their plan without actually planning it beforehand. Him, Vindim in Cursed Invincibility Frames. Go check out that commentary already. Seriously, why would Trollbird do? What do you gain by telling Mario what you did? Well, you didn't tell them any way to reverse it, so... Did he wipe our minds too? That would cause a whole lot of hysteria in the fake Blooperland world. Of course he didn't. What he probably would if he was thinking logically, what would be happening in the other world would be that we would think that Mario is just taking a long time, and we'd probably be mumbling to ourselves, why is Mario taking a long time? Shut up! He's gonna come any second now! And he never comes, because Trollbird's done the thing, and he's talking to Mario about this right now. Wait. No one can get in and out, then how did you get them in the first place? Unless you locked it after they went in. But, what? Cover? At least these are actually meanwhile transitions and not later transitions. Hey, what I was saying is actually happening! I should be a psychic or something. It's a character scene using the same darkening thing he used in Blooper 45. I think it's the same settings too. Do we really need this? Do we really need them to have a reactionary thing both times they're in the scene? Think of something new! Clearly not. More of that thing. Oh, by the way, I only noticed this now. Sinbad's glove is... The mask runs right through his hand. He didn't mask Sinbad properly. And it's not like there isn't enough space either. Or it might be Sinbad's mask or it might be Brandon's mask, but either way, it's cutting through Sinbad's hand. He either could have made Sinbad's thing bigger or Brandon's smaller, and it would have probably fit the scene a bit better. Like, you see the difference between my glove and his glove here. He couldn't do the same for these two, even though they're not even that far apart. Come on! Be more intricate with your mask, because instead of just randomly going there and thinking, oh yeah, no one's gonna notice that. Starman3 can't edit for his life. That'll make you guys even louder! But Sinbad doesn't know the meaning of calm anyway, so I guess Starman3 got that right. Stop giving them reactionary lines when they're staring straight forward. Seriously. with a lot of these scenes, you could make the characters stare at each other for these kinds of scenes, because that's the kind of thing where you actually stare at somebody and say that to their face. You're making a point. That means you would need their full attention. It's a subconscious thing. You wouldn't stare straight ahead when you're telling someone, "Oh my God, you fool," because why the heck would you do that? I don't know anybody who makes a reactionary kind of statement and they stare straight forward while they're saying it to that specific person. I don't know a single person who does that. If you do, kudos to you, but I don't think that happens as a common thing. Okay, if you're trying to put indented pronunciation in text, I don't think you're doing it right. Put a dash in between 1 and 6 and that would make a bit more sense. Well, I think the indentation is him saying, "Hey, it's MM54321" to insult him, so that might make a bit more sense there. But if CD-ROM had actually learned, that wouldn't make sense. That's the point. That's the kind of personality CD-ROM has, which I think he hung around more often at the time, so that would make more sense. It's a character scene, and some of them have reactionary lines which make no sense to the scene being used to film it. How far are we into the old Chateau song before it goes into the next loop? That's how long these character scenes take. And they don't even do anything, except showing, oh yeah, everyone's worried. Even though we could have had that for one scene. Well, you wouldn't be concerned after 5 minutes, you'd be concerned more so after 15. Something bad has already happened? You could think it's going to happen, so... Well, no, Crow, but that's the meaning of the word already. That's the problem with Starman3. He likes to clarify too much. A lot of these lines, a lot of the characters when they speak, they tend to speak in paragraphs. None of them ever speak in a scripted kind of way where they say something short, like one word or two words. They don't do that. Every character speaks in a sentence or a paragraph every time. It's kind of unnatural when you think about it, when they're constantly speaking like this. Every one of them has these giant paragraphs. Even if they're 2 lines, it's a full sentence every time. Well, if this dimension is supposedly locked, that would make sense. Well, no, that's not the case, because if it was a black hole, it'd kill them instantly. Wow. Thinking about that, Trollberry probably shouldn't have told them anything. Only time he ever remembers he has that power, but he remembered it back when he did the belated birthday video, so that's only the one thing he remembers. He uses it to write himself out of corners. He literally just told you how. Why the hell are you questioning it now? Did you literally forget what you just wrote? Starman3 wouldn't do good at my school's essays. He wouldn't be able to make it past the first page because he'd forgotten the point he was making. That's the kind of person he is if he's gonna forget something he typed literally 2 seconds after he typed it. And like this kind of scene is the kind of thing he would make in one session and then not making and then quit until he would think of the time to make the actual congratulatory scene. So, what the heck? He would have typed that literally seconds before he typed the how bit, even though Strawberry literally just heard how Starman3 was gonna do it anyway. Also, is it able to bypass the lock? I have no idea, because he said nobody can get in and out. Did you somehow kill the lock when you came in here? Pretty stupid thing for you to do, by the way, because then, like, Mario would find some way to get him out from the other side. And he can't video edit properly because there was some kind of flickering there. Mario's supposed elemental stars, which Luigi fan gave him in, like, part 3 of his series and whatever. Mario never used them at all, so Luigi fan must feel really bad about that. What? You're not gonna die either, so why are you even concerned?
Let's double M end this.
Yeah, you got him once online to do the thing. That's one of the times he came on during the air once. Why isn't anyone else in the room doing anything? By the way, if everyone's supposedly back and we're standing in the same spots, then why is he and Sinbad literally staring in the same place and no, he's not even there? Oh yeah! What? But, how? You already failed because Starman3 teleported everybody out because you forgot to put the lock on. Unless the lock was already on and Starman3 could just bypass it anyway. What the heck is the point of that? Then why didn't Starman3 feel anything if he supposedly has this dimensional power in anyway? Hey, logic! Nobody thinks about it except me! Also, by the way, it's going into his hat too, because it's an overlay. Terrible green screen skills, activate! The green screen fight, in quotes. Really, because nothing changed. Well, that was really terrible editing. CD-ROM, only the shy guy from SMG4's videos has that position. What? What? How did Mario defeating him supposedly bring them back, or did Starman3 just time this really good, really well? Seriously, Starman3 said, "Oh, I have the dimensional power to bypass this thing," and he was talking to Strawberry right there. So when did is Strawberry like can Strawberry like supposedly instantaneously appear between dimensions? This logic stuff, darn it! Starman3 likes to write things convenient to him, but not the actual universe itself. Well, no crud. Why did you have to clarify that for yourself? Because, well, for yourself, I guess, in the world, but for yourself, why would you need to do that? Because to use, it's just Bleeper Land. What? How would you know that? You were standing in a spot for about 2 minutes. Maybe 15, but no one had the idea to go up and walk around and think about stuff. You guys probably would have just thought that the lost power was you guys turning off the lights for a surprise. What? He talks of this like they were living there. They were there for 15 minutes. How would he have the chance to have any of this as evidence? And this continuity doesn't make sense. Chobo already told him, and he could have just thought about that on his own. But I'm the only one who thinks about this stuff, and this video is ending, so he literally just wrote himself down this spiral of complete monstrosity of a video. I'm laughing because of how bad it is. Yeah, they found out because Strawberry was a complete idiot, and for some reason, it not by walking around and figuring stuff out, even though you mentioned you did that, even though you didn't do that. What? Well, no crud. Well, yeah, defeating Trollberry wouldn't have killed the lock. And Starman3 had said he can already get out of the dimension anyway, so Starman3 must have just timed it really well. Why would he... You mentioned yourself you have this dimensional I can't! This video continues to break its own logic every second the characters say something. I didn't even know how logically breaking this video was, but now you know! It's cause I forgot and wanted to forget for so long. No, it's not! You said yourself, or was that a taunt? I don't even know anymore. Everyone's gone, by the way. Momo is supposedly standing where Sinbad is and where I should be, but nope. Oh hey, you're the person who appeared because he forgot about you and needed to include you at last second in the video. Ha 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 ha. See y'all, have a good day, peace, and when I next commentate, I'll be commentating over Starman3's 13,000 subscriber special, so see you then.